Good morning, my friends. Now, see how I'm looking way over here? This is why I got to put my glasses on. I'm not looking at the IBC. I'd be looking way up here to look at where the green light is. So, we're going to put this on. We're going to get rid of the glare. We're going to get into it. And we're going to do a little short video. Well, today, personally for me, I have finally dropped 5 pounds. I got up to 215. That's a no-no for a guy like me with COPD. I've had a lot of things happen. A little scary, but not as much because I realized that if I do something about it, I might be able to change it. So, 5 pounds is a start. And then I've got to get down to where 175 is what I used to weigh when I ran the races that they call Spartan races. I probably can't do those anymore because I'm on blood thinners. And that would mean that I would have to, if I fell and cut myself, I might bleed a lot. So I can't do those. Spartan does have a thing called trails, and those are just runs. Maybe one day that might happen, but for now, I don't know. Anyway, let's get into it. So today, stock market is 100 points from 41. That's about what I'm looking at. 41. It could go lower. Even if it rallies, it's just going to balance out. It won't be much because it's already down almost 700 points. So for all you guys out there, and again, remember, I'm not here. I'm here politically. One of you guys on the one side, there's two things I got to say. One of you guys going to realize that it ain't working. None of this is working. They've already threatened parts of New York to turn their power off because parts of upper New York are powered by Canada over there. Where I live, and I keep telling you it's demand, where I live, there's a lot of people. Thus, a flat of eggs is $50. Where you live, it may not be, depending on how big or small your area is. Here, because there's a lot of people, gas is $25, 25-gallon limit. Now, there are ways around it. If you had a big SUV, you could go to one station, go to another, or pump jump probably, and that would probably still work. But initially, it's a 25-gallon limit on gas. Okay? So everything here is all limited. So again, you need to stock up and be prepared because you don't know what's going to happen. I went on a big rant on Facebook, well, FB, about COVID, which I caught. I'm sorry I said it, but I did. Because it was real to me. That in the stock market. The stock market, my friends, let me look at this right now and tell you where it is. Okay? I'll even show it to you. Morning. And I got to get going, so I just wanted to do this. So right now, sitting at 644 in the red. Okay? And where's the number? The number is 42,156.76. Okay? Now that's backwards for whatever reason. 41 is my sticking point number for today. It might go lower. It might rally a little bit. But for right now, it's where it is. Now, let's get into this last little bit of this video because it's going to be short. Now, remember that thing that happened way back, and they called it an insurrection? You don't think that this side is going to sit idly by and let all that happen. They've already started to do stupid stuff already. Targeting people's cars because they happen to be owned by a person that when they bought them, they probably didn't even know he was going to be the right-hand man, if you know who. See, Ontario Premier threatens to cut off power to parts of New York. But anyway, they didn't know that he was going to be part of all this, and go everywhere the other guy went. And he's just an advisor, yet he's everywhere he goes. Well, you don't think these guys over here are going to sit back and just let that go? No. Eventually, it's going to be, ah! And let me tell you this. I'm going to give you my own view. As much as this side doesn't like this side, and this side doesn't like this side has always been a little bit more on the violent side. And they have been. They can sit there and, oh, this and that was this. But in reality, when they do it, it isn't as nice, if you want to say it that way. Once the market looks like it's really not going to recover, that's going to begin. This is going to take me back to something that I talked about a long time ago. So I'm almost done. So, remember the you-know-what that's supposedly coming? The big old, they got to get people in line. Sometimes walls are made to keep people in, not out. Organized chaos. All of it's coming together. The Pope. Oh, he recovered. Yeah, but for how long? See what I mean? I've been off and on Greg's channel the other day because I'm just there. I mean, I'm not like that, but I mean, I go there because I like to hear the EAMs and this and that. And there's some things that are really important. Most of them are. But when it's just chatting, most of my chat goes unnoticed. And that's fine. That's cool. But again, I said something about an airplane. Somebody else in there mentioned it. And it was like, oh, wow, gee, thanks to the guy. But me, it was like nothing. And if you do watch this, Greg, if you do, some of your moderators, they like to dominate your chat, even though you say you don't want dominated chat. You have moderators who do it. Okay? And that's okay. That's fine. But it's not really fair to others. Well, you're dominating the chat, but these guys dominate the chat. See what I mean? It all should be equal. Now, I know you read a lot of what I say, because one time I commented about something, which is true, and I'm going to say this on here. There's a few channels out here that mimic Greg with the emergency alert banner. Okay, and if you're not looking down at the bottom and see NY Prepper, you could click on it and be in somebody else. That's on purpose. Because I've seen them in his room, or a little live, commenting, so I know that it's one of a few of them. It's on purpose. It's so you think, oh, it's you-know-who. Click, oops. So even if you don't watch it, they still got to click. You know what I mean? Smart on their part, but also not cool. Anyway, I predict the stock market will close at 41. We will see. It is now down 700 points. If it loses the 100, even if it rallies, it's still made 41. Okay? So you're looking at it now as 42. I'm showing it to you. Okay? I want you to see it, because when it goes to 41, which it only needs 95 more points, I was right. I've been trying to give people tips. They don't want to listen. Guess what? They're on their own now. Then, you-know-who admitted that, well, yeah, there could be a recession. You know why? Because you're causing it. Anyway, I got to get myself going because I got things I got to go do. 84 points off 41. 84 points. Last few days, we've had some F-35s come in. They're not listed on flight radar because they're coming in and they're not supposed to be. We see them. Somebody tried to say, oh, there's an event. Well, no, if these guys were coming in for an event, they'd be listed as at the place and on the ground. No, they're coming in for something different. There have been transports all over the world. C-130s, C-140s, they're moving troops. We differ on this. Some people say that we won't go into Iran, even though you know who is saying it. Well, we'll see. Because Iran is supplying Russia with drones. And then you get China, who wants to go into the Ukraine with 50,000 troops. They say it's an exercise, but you and I all know what that means. I'm trying to stick around here and see if it'll make it, so we can put it on camera. We only have 88 points to hit 41. Even if it rallies, I was right. 42 was the be concerned number, and then I say 39 is the kind of in a panic mode. If you want to keep your stock and you think it's all going to rally, that's okay. If you think it isn't, you might want to get rid of it. Gold is at an all-time high. Again, I'd be careful. I don't got much else to say, but just be ready. Always stay stocked. See you.